Well, good morning, everyone. Greetings from Tanzania. I'm making this little video just to give everyone a little update on our time here. Gwen and I have been here now almost 2 months to the day, and we've had just a wonderful time. Um, I wanted to just show you around a little where we are living. So here you can see I'm on our uh, porch that we have, and try and get this around here so that you can see our porch. Um, and you can see we're surrounded by a lot of beautiful flowers and things. I don't know how well this is going to work because of the sunlight, but sometimes the sun doesn't capture on video very well. But this is our outside. In the background, it's all covered by the clouds, but that's Mount Kilimanjaro right behind me. Like I said, you really can't see it today very well. It's usually got clouds around it. Um, but just to show you a little of our garden and things. So this is our outside here. Some buildings that you see off in the distance there behind the tree. Those are where our orphans will stay. And so we have about, I think it's about 54 or so orphans that are staying here with us. Kind of take you through a little bit here. Show you the inside of the house and where we are. This should, again, hopefully there's enough light in here to get everything. But kind of put around, so that's where we came in. And hopefully you can kind of see our living room and dining room, kitchen over here that we have, little bookshelf and things. Back here is a hallway that just goes back to a couple other bedrooms and things that we have. So as you can see, we actually have a beautiful home that we're able to stay in. We feel really blessed here with everything. You'll probably notice there's no air conditioning, so we don't have that. And there's also, sorry, get back here. There's also no heat. It only gets a bit chilly at night sometimes, so we close up the windows and we do have a blanket or two, but no air conditioning. So when it gets warm, we just have some ceiling fans that we turn on and things. But hopefully you can see that we're very blessed to be in a beautiful home here. And again, we have one of the best views of Mount Kilimanjaro anywhere. Just unfortunately, a lot of times it's covered by clouds. Um, a little update on the work that we're doing. I've been, of course, working with primarily the secondary school. So that's going to be like grades 8 through 11. Here in Tanzania, uh, they do school a little differently. You go up through 11th grade, and then you take your national exams. And if you do well enough, then you go on to the equivalent of 12th and 13th grade, if you will. If you don't do well enough, then you go straight to, they call it college. It's a little more what we would call like community college, is what that would be. Um, if you go on to kind of the next two grades there, after that, you can go on to university and study for a degree. A lot of the universities are like 3-year programs. Same with the kind of the community college thing. They tend to be like 2 or 3-year programs. A lot of them there for our students. So that's how they do it here. So anyway, I'm doing those grades there in the secondary school, and this month I'm doing teacher observations. So just going in and observing the teachers and giving them feedback on how well they're teaching. Um, this is the end of their school year. So right now we're in kind of the fourth quarter, if you will. We're going to end up classes on, I think our last day is December 3rd, that we have classes, and then everybody goes home. The 11th graders that we have will, of course, then graduate, and they'll be going off to either the next step in education, whether that's going to be the 12th and 13th grade, what they call A level, or whether they go to a college or something like that. So We will see how they do. Again, all that's dependent on, they have these national exams that everyone has to take, and it just depends on how well you do on those as to whether you're selected to continue on, uh, or which path you take. That's how it goes. Um, One thing that I'm also working on with the school here is just helping my teachers understand how to incorporate a biblical worldview into all the subjects and things, and as they teach. Thankfully, with the Rafiki curriculum, that does have a biblical worldview incorporated in it. But right now, things got a little messed up with COVID, and so my teachers have had to strictly use the national curriculum, which of course has no biblical worldview in it. So I'm just working on helping them to reincorporate all that in here as we end this year. Gwen has been very busy um, working with the residents that we call, that's what we call the orphans here. And there's, I think it's about 6 mamas that help, basically are their mamas. They're divided into houses, about 10 per house, and there's a mama in each house who oversees them and works with them, and just really helping them understand, how to deal with teenagers. We've had, 1 or 2 discipline issues we've had to work through, and just even some of the rules and why we have some of the rules, and really just helping to mentor them. So, our experience, both being parents ourselves and, of course, as teachers, and work with all different ages, uh, is really helpful. And Gwen's been really a blessing there with that. She's also been teaching some classes at the Rice Institute, which is the teacher training college that we have here. Again, they follow the same academic year as our secondary and primary schools. So those graduates are actually, those students, I should say, are going to be graduates soon, as they will finish off also sometime in December. I think they're a little later, like December 8th or something. And they will be done, and then hopefully the idea is that they will go out and get jobs as teachers. But the classes Gwen's been teaching there, she's doing one on poetry and prose, and then another on liberal arts, which is a combination of, of course, reading some books, writing outlines and papers, summarizing the books, and of course, grammar and things. It is a challenge here. One of the things that we found was, while they do speak English here, of course, in the village, and we teach in English, uh, English is very much a second language for everyone here. Thankfully, with a lot of the teachers and the staff here, their English is reasonably good, but once we leave outside the village, English ability drops off quite a bit. I mean, if we go to a market, people can communicate enough with what we're buying and the price of things, but you'd be hard pressed to just carry on just a normal conversation. Hello, how are you doing? How's work today? That sort of thing. It would be pretty hard to do. So with that in mind, Gwen and I have been learning Kiswahili. We started before we got here with Duolingo, but we've thankfully been able to work with a really good tutor. Emmanuel is our tutor. He's grown up here, but he studied English in a university, and of course he's a native speaker, so he does a lot of work as a tutor. He does translation work, um, both written and oral. He runs online classes, so he's been wonderful, and we've learned so much with him. I think we're only about 6 weeks in, but already we feel comfortable enough. I mean, if I go to the store by myself or something, I can communicate enough, and I could hold a small conversation with someone. Just asking, where are you from? What work do you do? What's your favorite food? That kind of thing. So it's been wonderful, and we really are looking forward. I think another few months of tutoring with him. Our Swahili will get better and better, and our goal is to become at least conversational. But that it will take some time. Probably at least a year, maybe more like 2 years. Um, we have been able to attend a church here, an Anglican church called St. Margaret's. They have an English-speaking service that we go to at this point. We'd love to go to a Swahili service with Swahili speakers and native Tanzanians, but at this point, our Swahili is just not anywhere close, and we just wouldn't be able to understand hardly anything at this point. So we're very thankful. We're making some very good friends there. We're attending a Bible study that right now we're working on through the book of Esther. So anyway, I hope that that's a nice, a quick update. If you're wondering where Gwen is, she's actually, unfortunately, working with one of the residents. Seemed like they scraped their knee up playing, so she has to go and deal with them. So I just wanted to shoot a quick video we could upload and keep everyone updated. But we're so thankful. We do get some emails and things from people that we appreciate. We know so many people are praying for us. Financial support, it's just been so amazing. It really means so much to us to know how much everyone loves us and cares for us in all those ways. And again, we just thank you so much. And we'll look forward, look for our updates. If you're not on our email list, please, go to our webpage and sign up. If you're not sure where that is, probably somebody that knows us and is already signed up and gets our newsletters and things. They can forward it to you, and we have links to all those things, YouTube channels and everything, Instagram and everything, that you can get connected with us, because we'd love to keep you updated, and we do try to send out email updates and post to Instagram occasionally, and even newsletter updates every few months and as well. So again, thank you guys so much. Love you, everyone, and I'm signing off from Tanzania.